I spent a lot of time in bars just drinking by myself. I quickly learned that talking to strangers could get me into all kinds of trouble. I could be argumentative and insulting after a few beers. So I would turn up with a book, but I'd spend a lot of the time just daydreaming. In fact, one of the things I loved about alcohol in the beginning was it did seem to free my imagination, but I later found out this wasn't true. A common question that people have when it comes to stopping alcohol or other drugs is, what about their creativity? What about their imagination? For me, my imagination was hugely improved when I stopped drinking. See, what I would be doing in the bars, sometimes I would come back home and I'd write things, but the writings would be very impoverished. They would be, I would read them the next day when I was sober, and it would make me cringe. They would seem like the ramblings of a hormonal teenager, and I'd always throw them in the bin. The poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge talks about two kinds of imagination. One he called fancy, which is a kind of frozen image, which is very much stuck in our habitual way of seeing the world. Whereas real imagination is what liberates us from that world. What I discovered myself was that by using things like mindfulness, by learning to be in the body again, I could start to be with my emotions, with my feelings. And this liberated the imagination, because now it wasn't a way of escaping. Now it was a way of bringing imagination into my life.